back to Slay the Stars in episode 35. Last time, Zem and Shar had another very important meeting with some of the higher-ups in Anenfel, including the king's second/daughter, Rena Al-Haran. The conversation was very even, with you both being honest and Rena filling in some of the blanks. You manifested your celestial energy for the first time and made the connection between the entrapped god Nex and the crime syndicate Nexus?
God damn it.
You asked the elves to reconsider their lack of diplomacy on the matters of the world at large, specifically what's happening in the garden and in Morbale. Rena has decided to trust you, has let you be free in Anenfel. She's going to set you up with some lodging for the night at a hotel in town and has invited you to her home for dinner the following night. Turiel escorts you out of the meeting hall. He gave you a coin purse that has like 7 gold pieces in it. Just a little bit of spending money for food and whatnot. And he hands you a list of some stores to check out. And he says, here is a list, candy, food, the hotel you're staying at, the White Dove. And he points down the street and you see another large building, and on top there's actually a carved stone White Dove. And he says, that's where you'll be staying for the night. Your accommodation should be ready whenever you need it. I got you 2 rooms. If you choose to stay in one, that's fine. Whatever you're more comfortable with.
All right. Well, it was funny because I saw you have the.
Our conversation about my bookkeeping skills and the fact that I already have no idea what amount she told me.
7.
I got it. Do you want me to Xerox my notes to you?
Oh, that's so funny. No.
Fuck your notes.
I'm real good being right in the. I think I've got enough. And the problem is that I was like, I had yet another man give me money.
Okay, that was the part where I realized you were smirking for some reason.
Turiel says, is there anything else I can help you with before I let you go and get back to my work?
No.
All right.
Are there any? What's the research for creatures?
What?
Like the animal experts, like creature specialists. I can't think of the word.
Like a zoologist
Kind
type
of?
thing?
Like that could study
Monsterologists?
Yes, basically, because he still has.
Monsterologists.
You know what I'm going for, because he still has like the piece.
No,
of
I
that
want you to
monster in the
continue
eye.
to struggle.
I can't remember the name.
He said,
Monstrologist.
Are you concerned with like the aberrations, or is it more the blighted creatures? Because we believe they're 2 separate.
Both. I don't know which one the aberrations first, but both.
Well, to be honest, Istin and his people are probably the ones to see. The blight and these aberrations are not. They're not natural, right? So we've had some of our animal specialists take a look. Some of the people who we are struggling on
I'm
that.
bad at this game. Continue.
Yeah. We've had some of the people who know about animals and such look into this in the past, study some of the corpses we've recovered, and honestly, we've all concluded that it's something magical in nature. So there's a good chance that Istin will be at dinner with you all tomorrow. I would recommend asking to see his research.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Of course. I will take my leave then. And he does like a short little bow, turns, and walks away. And the 2 of you are free.
Should we have asked him to dinner?
Nah.
Okay. Okay. Before we go to all the other suppliers and places, can I pop a detect magic statue of Ein Belthor?
Okay. So a couple things happen. How far out from you does detect magic go? 30 feet? 60 feet? I think it's 30 feet.
Give me one moment, please.
Now it's your turn to take a moment.
Detect magic is 30 feet.
30 feet. All right. You look at the statue, and it gives off huge amounts of transmutation magic.
My theory has been probably correct.
As do some of the other things, the capitals on the columns.
Oh no. There was a Gorgon. I was right.
And one other thing. As you are glancing around, you look out towards the street to where those silver-colored tracks are that are used to like levitate the trolley cars. And there's a strange type of magic coming off of the rails that you have never sensed before.
I love Graviturgy so much.
Yeah.
I mean, weird.
Yeah. You wouldn't know that it's Graviturgy, but it's definitely something. It's some type of magic that you've never seen before.
I'm good. You can continue.
All right.
I'm just happy.
Sure, you just watch. Sure. Zem, you watch Shar's eyes kind of like glaze over as he's using detect magic, and you see him just sort of like. I wish everybody on the podcast could have seen all those reactions. He's like blocking his eyes at the statue and like looking at the capitals, and then shocked looking down at the tracks in the road.
Sure, just walks around with sunglasses now.
Oh, man.
You're so cool, man.
All right. Are you taking the trolley or are you going to just walk?
The trolley is the coolest.
I mean, yeah, but how close are we to the shops that he mentioned? Are they in walking distance? Like
we have
right
no idea.
there?
Let's get on a trolley. We can ask because this is cool and I want to make friends with the trolley man.
Okay.
All right. You stand waiting outside, and eventually the trolley car comes driving up. And the door opens, and it's the same man in there, and he looks down at the two of you, and he says in Elvish, "Oh, they let you out, did they? Or did you escape?"
I'll respond in Elvish with a chuckle. Just they let us go. We have to meet again tomorrow night. We have a couple stores to hit. She doesn't speak Elvish.
Fair enough. And he swaps over to Common. I know a little bit of your tongue. They teach it to all of us in school. When I was a kid, they still allowed people in the city, so we used to have a lot more tourism than we do now. So, where are you off to? I'm assuming this is your first time here, so you probably don't know where anything is.
That is correct.
Where are you trying to go?
Toriel provided us with a list of shops here, and I want to go to all of them.
Okay. Oh, this is
I'm sorry.
quite the list.
What's your name?
Oh, sorry. My name's Callan.
Nice to meet you, Callan.
It's nice to meet you, too. What should I call you?
I'm Zamira.
Sure.
Nice to meet you both. So, it looks like you have a tailor on here. You have just like a normal general store. You've got candy. That's fine. We're known for our candy here. And your hotel?
Yep.
What are you looking for? Where do you want to go first?
Well, you tell me does one close before the other? Is there a better time for like the candy? Like,
No, I think, the one thing I don't see on here is a place to eat for the night. What if we do this? What if we go do your shopping first? We'll get some nice new clothes so that you don't stand out so much. And then we'll head out. You guys can get some dinner. We'll get some candy afterwards, and then I'll take you guys back to your hotel. It'll be a good time.
that sounds perfect.
All right, let's go to the general store first and get that out of the way because that's probably the most boring one.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, so you guys climb aboard. You sit down in the seats. The doors close. And the trolley starts off. I would like for you both to roll perception checks.
Oof. 3.
14.
All right.
Same as
Then-
before.
You are that kid with your face like pushed up against the glass, like looking at everything, but not really perceiving anything.
Knocks
Just like
out the panel of the window.
yeah. Shar, you're a little more aware of what's happening around you, and you're watching, like you're trying to figure out how this thing works. Is the driver, is Callan the one? Like, using the magic, but you see that he has a lever and he pulls it, and it's very much like how trolleys and stuff in our current world work, where you like, it's just one lever, you pull and it goes and you turn it off and it stops, and he doesn't seem to be working magic. It's very strange.
I'm just under his breath the entire time. I don't understand.
Yeah. But eventually you make your way to the Little Spoon Market, and this building is mostly wooden. It's made to look almost like an old-timey like antique grocery store. And the sign is this metallic spoon-shaped thing with a little wooden placard underneath that says Little Spoon Market.
Nice.
And he opens the door and he says, "Hop right out. I'll be back for you in about an hour. Gotta
Thank
finish my
you.
loop." "Not a problem." And he closes the door. You watch the trolley head back down the way.
Nice. Ouch.
I don't understand. So I was just like walking backwards, staring at the train or the trolley with the trail. Just, I don't. How does it? I like this place, man.
Just leave something as a mystery.
Sure, still walking backwards. Just
I'm like, I'm just kidding. I can't leave anything a mystery. We'll look at it at the library.
yes.
That's a good idea.
Char speeds through the door because he's not paying attention to depth perception.
All right. You walk into the store and it looks like something out of the Oregon Trail. It's just meant to be fun, but the items on the shelves are clearly more modern. You see a lot of like, you know, when you go into bulk stores and they have the big bins and the glass jars you can put stuff in, it's very much a lot of that. There's also some like odds and ends clothes and items that you would use if you were going on an expedition, things like that. A general store. What are you looking for?
So from a general store, I'm not really sure what I'm going to find here. I was looking more for like paper, pens, like that kind of stuff is there. If there's magical supplies here or if I need to find a magical supply shop.
There is an older woman behind the counter. And when you walk in, you're like, oh, this isn't really what I need. You see the woman perk up and she's like, "Oh, can I help you find something?"
Yeah, do you have any magical supplies here?
"Oh, of course you can find stuff like that in any of the stores here. What are you looking for?"
Do you have like spell paper?
"Oh, certainly, by the ream. How much do you need?"
Yes.
Do you have black spell paper here?
"Black spell paper? No. That would be probably a custom order. You'd have to get that from a specialty shop."
Okay, no problem. Well, if you have the like medium weight spell paper.
"Oh, yeah, certainly. How much would you like?"
Like this much, and I'm gonna indicate like an inch thick. Like I don't know what a ream is here, so
All right. Well, so the spell paper
like A5 size.
A5. So every level of spell. So for a first level spell, it costs 50 gold pieces of spell paper. So with that in mind, how many levels of spells would you like to be able to copy with the amount of spell paper you're buying?
Ugh. With the gold that I have.
You are going to have chances to learn more spells here. So having paper is going to be important.
I think I can get 2, and that's literally all.
Like 100 gold pieces
Uh-huh.
worth. All right. We'll say that one level of spells is a ream of paper. That's fun. So she pulls out 2 stacks. All right. There you go. Do you need the ink to go with it, or do you have the ink?
Like I'm gonna like Hold, please. And I'm going to look in my bag. And I'm going to pull out my jar and like shake it.
Tell you what, if you're buying all the paper, she pulls out a thing of ink and she puts it on the house.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Is there anything else I can get you?
No.
All right. So, for 100 gold pieces, you have 2 more levels of spells for your spell paper and a bottle of magic ink. So, anything I can help you with, sir?
So this is kind of just a general goods store.
Yeah.
Do you have any spells on file?
Oh, no. It's actually, we're not allowed to sell spells
Oh.
here in the city. All of that is handled through the wizardry schools and stuff, through the libraries. And
That's a neat system. Do you have a pound of cinnamon, like the sticks?
oh, yeah.
Pound
absolutely.
of cinnamon, pound of flour.
Okay. She's quickly writing, like scribbling shorthand notes down for
Just
herself.
because I have it up. A pound of cinnamon is 2 gold pieces. A pound of flour is 2 copper pieces.
All right.
I don't know.
How much did you say the cinnamon was?
Where'd it go? A pound of cinnamon is 2 gold pieces.
All right.
Or it says cinnamon or pepper.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're in the sticks, not like ground
That's
up.
fine. It can be, yeah.
If you have any alchemist fire, like a flask.
Oh, no. That kind of stuff, any weapons and stuff, you have to get those through the guards.
What about a crowbar?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have crowbars. Yeah. Crowbar, that's fine.
One of those. Any potions, anything? Or is that another?
You'd have to go to an apothecary for that.
Works for me.
All of that's highly regulated.
Can I have some more, like a flask of oil? Do you have that?
Well, like lantern oil?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want me to just read the price?
You can tally it up. Crowbars, 2 gold.
Okay, 2 gold pieces. A bag of caltrops. There was that somewhere else too.
No, that's fine. The flask of oil is 1 silver piece.
Okay. Silver piece. And a bag of ball bearings.
1 gold piece.
And just a blank notebook if you have it.
Sure thing. Not a problem. Magical or just
plain.
okay. Just call it a silver piece. It's just a notebook.
So 6 gold, 2 silver, 2 copper.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Not a problem. All right. So you buy all of that stuff. You have a little bit of time before the trolley comes back. So you step outside and you're looking around and you see a couple things. Across the street, you see a store that looks like a toy store. It's very brightly colored. There's all kinds of like stuffed animals, stuffed toys and that in the window. You see directly next door to you, there is like an outpatient medical center. That's what we'll call it. And everybody, the hustle and bustle of the town, people are walking around, but you also see there is an extra lane on the street here through the thoroughfare, through the streets, that is more narrow than the rest. And there are people riding bicycles here to get around town.
We've never seen them before.
You've never
right?
seen a bicycle
Okay.
before.
What is that?
I think I love it here.
So it's like they sit and that thing, like they use their feet and it makes the wheels go.
I wonder if it has more of that magic.
That is a you question.
You're right. It is a me question.
But do you want to go into one of the other places and see what's going on, or do you want to just wait for the trolley?
I mean, I kind of want to see, but I don't know how much time we want to spend with shopping on you.
We can spend all day.
Don't tempt her.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was planning on what I was going to send to Rafe when the time comes.
Okay. Well, instead of going into the other places to check them out, you could send your message to Rafe instead.
Oh, that'll just be later when we get to the hotel.
Your options are Toy Star, check out the medical center, or wait for the trolley.
I mean, what do you want to look at? I mean, the toy store is bright and pretty, but I don't really need anything in there. Do you want to check out the medical?
I kind of want to.
Let's go there.
Check it out.
We have
Okay.
time.
You head into the medical center, and it's very much like a modern medical office. There's a waiting room with chairs. You see people who are sitting there. They're reading books, but the books don't seem to have covers. They just seem to be like thin sheets of parchment that are almost like stapled together, very flimsy.
Like a pamphlet.
Yeah, like a magazine. Um and you walk up to the desk, and there is glass there, and it slides. And a woman who's seated behind there slides it open, and she says, "Oh, can I help you? Do one of you need to see the doctor?"
Char's just stunned that this is even a thing. It's just, what the fuck is going on here?
The fuck is a doctor?
Oh no, are you confused?
Yeah.
No. We're all right. We're not getting forcibly put into this place. Nope, we're good.
But
He's studied healing.
oh,
And we've never been here before.
I got that feeling, yes.
And so he's very excited. We just wanted to see what this was about.
Oh, would you like a tour?
Yeah.
We're kind of slow today. So you know what? Let me just, and she slides the glass shut, and she comes back around, and there's a door on the side. She opens it, and she's like, come in, come back.
I go.
Okay, are you going to them?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
She takes you back through this hallway, and there are different things. There's like a large scale that seems to be to weigh people, which, like, you've never weighed people when you're healing them. That's weird. Why would that matter?
Yeah, it's almost like weight doesn't matter when you're sick and hurting.
You see that there are a whole bunch of like private rooms with doors with like large high up beds for people to sit on. You see some implements on trays that look like little hammers, little pokey things, and mirrors. And
I thought this was a healing place. Why?
oh, it is.
But there's hammers and chisels and,
Oh, we use the hammers to check your reflexes.
like, do you throw them at
That
us?
sounds painful.
No, I'm only a nurse. I'm not the doctor. But come in the room. Come in the room.
Okay.
This looks like a torture chamber.
Sit up on this table right here.
Okay.
So, Char, you hop up. This is like a high table. You actually have to like hop up onto it. And she takes the little hammer, and she's like, watch. And she smacks it on your knee. And you just like flail and kick.
Ah!
Oh, whoa. You are highly strung, my friend.
Char jumps to the ceiling like a cat. What was that?
Yes, so that is how we check reflexes.
Oh, okay. How does this heal people?
Well, this part isn't the healing. This is for diagnosis.
What?
To find out what's wrong with people.
That makes sense. I didn't know
You
there was a
heal
word.
people without knowing what's wrong with them
I
first?
mean, usually what he's healing is like gaping wounds. It's pretty easy to know what's wrong.
Oh,
More of a
Oh,
war
s-
doctor.
so you do more of like suturing and things like that.
Right. He's still hanging from the ceiling.
Trauma.
Oh, yes.
We have a lot of it.
I understand.
I'm perfectly fine.
Well, if you're fine and you've seen back here, is there any supplies or anything I can get you that you would need?
You have supplies? I would love to see the supplies.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Come, the city funds everything for the people here to keep them well.
I fucking love it here.
So she takes you a little ways down the hall, and there's like a supply closet. She opens it up, and there's just bandages.
Completely full stocked shelves.
Yeah, completely full stock shelves. There's like little containers of different ointments and stuff. You see that there are she's like, "Oh, these are new. These were actually just developed by the Mage College." And she pulls down this packet. It's maybe like a 4-inch by 3-inch like rectangle, and she cracks it. And you watch as this thing that used to be just kind of like jelly starts to like heat up and get warm, and she puts it on your arm, and it's like kind of hot.
Char's just like looking over at Sam.
And I like yoink it, and I'm like, "What is this magic?"
Yeah, this was actually an accident. There's no magic in this. They were trying to work with a couple different components to create some sort of spell. They accidentally created this chemical reaction that makes these warm packs.
Headmaster Ristos would love this.
Yeah, they can be really helpful if you have like sore muscles and things like that.
Always have sore muscles.
We've also been punched a lot lately. Can I have a few of these?
Oh, of course, here. And she gets like a little, like a bag that is made of a material that you're not really familiar with. It's a plastic bag. And she starts putting like some bandages in there, some of the ointments. We'll say there's enough to make another healer kit between the ointments and the bandages she puts in. And then she puts 5 of those hot packs in. Oh, and you know what? And she says, I'll give you one other thing, but don't let anybody know because I'm not really supposed to like prescribe this stuff to people. It's not really my job.
Badly
Oh,
playing.
and
But it
you're-
seems like you could use it.
Drug addiction begins. Okay.
Not Oxycontin.
Extra strength Tylenol.
She goes across the other hall.
What
And
kind of
this door,
off-brand bullshit is this?
this door is locked, and she pulls like a key out of her pocket and she unlocks it and opens it. And there's just bottles. All kinds of bottles. And she's looking, okay, right here, this one. And she pulls it down, and on the label, you see it says acetaminophen, which is a word that neither of you have ever heard before.
Aceta what a who?
Acetaminophen. It was developed by some of the apothecary people here in the city. If you take this and you have like a fever or pain, something like that, it can help dull that. And it doesn't do anything to like mess with your senses or anything like that. It's really just for pain relief.
You guys aren't always in pain?
What? No. Are you sure you don't want to see the doctor? Or multiple doctors?
We have several specialties here.
We do. We could. She hands you the bottle of acetaminophen. It has 10 tablets in it, we'll say.
So,
Thank you.
like,
Of course.
what do you ever see patients that have like weird dreams that come true, or like people that talk to them that no one else can see?
Do you need to see the doctor?
No, I've never experienced that myself personally.
had a
I'm just
friend.
asking.
Yeah, we have some people here who we call psychiatrists. That's sort of they do that. That's their specialty. They help people with problems of the mind.
I feel like I'm being punched really hard with like a fever dream.
Psychologist. Okay.
Psychiatrist.
Oh, so they don't study. I'm so confused.
How does one get into to make these magic creature things?
What do you mean?
How do you guys make all this?
It's like a
we have-
tincture,
We have a
a
medical school.
There's a school.
Yeah, you can go to school and become a doctor.
Char just like backs up, looks for a wall, just slides down.
So what about people who come by their gifts naturally? Or like without
You mean magically?
school? Sure.
Well, I mean, magic healing is so far behind the technological advancements we've made.
My whole life was a lie.
I'm just like,
I've been chased for no reason.
all I have to do.
She's like, yeah, I mean, magical healing can only do so much, and there's only so much of it to go around. It's nice to have, people here who specialize in a more physical approach.
Yep.
I feel like the two should merge, come together.
Yes, it would be nice. It would be wonderful if, and we have tons of mages whose job is to try to figure out how to do more with the arcane side of healing, but there's just something missing.
Well, this has given us a lot to think about. Shar starts crawling towards the door.
Yeah, we have to make the trolley, which is just the coolest. Have you been on the trolley?
Oh, I take it to work every day, yes.
Yeah.
Do you not have any of this in the rest
We're
of
fucking foreigners in the worst way.
the...
The worst way.
I mean, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Very far south.
Like
The worst way.
the Twin Cities?
Yeah.
And you're telling me the capital of the empire doesn't have trolleys?
Until today, I had not even heard that word before.
Oh. That's very odd.
I agree. He's still crawling towards the door, like his whole life is just beating the shit out of him at this point.
All
You're
right, well-
useless. You're being chased to death for nothing.
Well, I mean, if I can help you in any way, or if you guys do decide that you need some medical attention, feel free to stop by. We have different medical units throughout the city. And there are actually, there's an emergency trolley that comes and picks people up and takes them here if they're having a medical emergency.
We're both dumbfounded. We're both like, what?
Shar, when we leave, what was her name? Sorry. I don't know.
We didn't ask.
You didn't ask. Her
Okay.
name is Elith.
Great name. Shar just like gets out of the door, like sits down like next to the building. It's just like, I think we should just give everything we have to them and let them take care of it, because apparently we can't do anything to that level. And he's just broken at this
Well,
point.
clearly that means they don't need anything from us, so I will not be giving them everything that I have. However,
Shar's in the fetal position.
what if we stay here forever?
I'm okay with that.
The trolley pulls up. The door opens and Callan's like, oh, you guys look a little sad. Is everything okay?
The rest of the world is really not like this at all.
Oh, yeah, that's why we voted not to let the rest of the world in. It's kind of terrible out there.
I agree.
Come aboard.
I'm like pushing you up onto the trolley.
All right, let's go get you guys some new clothes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have
Clothes.
money for that now.
Well,
Clothes. That's normal, right? They can't bamboozle me with clothes.
so you head down the street a little ways. It's probably like a good 10, 12 blocks. But eventually you pull up in front of another building. And this one, the facade is made almost entirely out of glass. And there are wooden people standing in the windows in front with like clothes on, like mannequins.
What is this place?
And I mean, you've seen like,
I don't think a mannequin would be too out of place.
yeah, you've seen some
Shar's
things
just
that
gone.
are,
He's lost the world.
you've seen some places. The thing that's out of place is like you've seen mannequins in the past that are used for like fitting clothes. You've never seen them just used to display stuff like a department store type situation. And Callan says, all right, well, like I said, an hour. It takes me about an hour to do the whole loop. So good luck. Buy something nice. And after that, I'll take you guys to get something for dinner.
Thank you.
Of course.
Were there people on the trolley with us?
Yes.
How are they acting?
They were shocked to see you, and they're doing that thing where they're trying not to stare at you, but they're constantly like who are these weirdos?
If it was any other day, I would be like, what? What?
There was one little kid.
But today,
Yeah, there is that one little kid like that's in the seat in front of you, Shar, that keeps turning around like and staring at you.
Just half wave. Hi.
And when you wave, the kid like drops down into the seat in front of you.
Cute kid. That kid's probably 100 years old. Stares off the window.
But you walk into the Show and Tell, and inside you see that the room is divided in like sort of like a spectrum. To the left, you see there are very frilly ladies' dresses, high-end stuff like that. And on the far right, there's like tuxedos and like fancy stereotypically male clothing. And then between that and there's everything in the middle. a spectrum of clothing for whatever expression you would like for yourself. And there's stuff that is incredibly fancy, there's stuff that is more casual. And a man comes walking up to you and says, "Hello, can I help you find something?"
Sharv like snaps over to Zem.
To be perfectly honest, we're just kind of looking to fit in. I know we're not going to fit in, but just a little better.
"Oh, my dear, I understand. Where are you planning to go for dinner tonight? Somewhere fancy, somewhere more low-key? Like, what's the vibe we're going for?"
Well, tonight, I'm not really sure Callan was going to take us somewhere.
"Oh, yeah. Well, then I imagine he's going to take you to one of the more cozy establishments, we could say."
I
But
felt that.
tomorrow we're dining with Rena. Rena. Tomorrow we're dining with Rena.
Oh, so what you're saying is you need 2 outfits. One for tonight and one for tomorrow.
we getting
I have
dildos?
exactly 15 gold to work with.
15 gold, my dear. That's barely enough to buy one outfit.
This is what I have.
And you?
No. That's what we have to work with.
What am I supposed to do with 15 gold?
Are you telling me you can't do any? What about what I have? Can you help me with what I have to make what I have better?
No, my dear, that is a lost cause.
Mm-hmm. This feels like a real Pretty Woman moment. Maybe we should leave. Come back tomorrow with all of our stuff.
No. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. I want to help you. You just have to make it a little easier. You have to have something else on you. There has to. Listen, I am all about bargaining, and that's fine, but I'm sure you have more than 15 gold on you. Give me something to work with.
Okay.
Miss, I'm pretty sure we have a little under 400 gold.
I didn't say a little under 400. I said I'm pretty sure it's under 400, and I think it's a little over 200.
And how much did we spend on the paper? 100?
I spent 100 gold. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was going to look at some of the stuff we have in our inventory and try and barter. Specifically talking about things that come from animals we shouldn't have.
Do you have any like prefab, pre-made things?
Yes. Of course. With 15 gold, you're not going to get something tailored. I feel
I feel
like
attacked.
I feel like we just 50. Give me 50 gold, and I will outfit you both for both events.
Outfit entirely,
Entirely, head to toe.
including accessories.
One accessory for the nicer outfit.
Let me see what we can pull together.
All right, I'm going to go start getting some looks together. And he sort of saunters away.
And I'll pull out 50 gold.
I like my clothes loose.
That's too bad.
I'm in trouble.
But like when I the 50 gold is going to be made up of all the loose change we have.
He comes back after about 10 minutes and he says, "All right, I think I've gotten something together for you." And he gestures to you, Shart. "Dear, come with me."
Oh no. Okay.
He's like, "What are you wearing? Potato sacks?"
I mean, I don't know.
I
feel like-
guess they could have been.
You
My
are a
life is a lie.
well-shaped man. You shouldn't be hiding it under all of this billowing sheet material.
But why not?
And he drags you over. He points you towards a fitting room and he says, "I have 2 things set in there for you. A couple different options, different colors, whatever. Put on whatever feels right and come out and show us."
Okay. What is in there exactly?
The first thing you pull out, the outfit for tonight, is a pair of, I don't want to say slim fit because they're not like super tight, but definitely tighter than the baggy pants that you normally wear. Pants made of like a faux silk material. And with that, he's paired a white button-down shirt with like a collar and cuffs that he has rolled up a little bit. And he's already secured them with cuff links.
He walks out. I feel so restricted in all of this.
He walks out them and you're like, "Huh, sure. Looks pretty good."
If I hadn't known you all my life, I would say you look hot.
Yeah, it's not There's no air conditioning in here.
Good Lord. You're not this clueless.
It's been a hard day.
The salesman is just like, oh my God, you look so good. You have to, that's done. You don't get anything. That is beautiful. You look wonderful.
Okay.
And
Slowly turns around, just whoop, walks back.
if you'd like to save a little money, I think that we can take this outfit for tonight, and I think we can zhuzh it up to make it work for tomorrow night too, so you don't have to buy a full second set of clothing.
I like this plan.
Okay. And he comes in and he's like, this is a tie. Have you ever heard of a tie?
You're scaring me.
And he puts it around your neck and he starts to tie it and he tightens it and then he loosens it a little bit and he's like, okay, perfect. This color looks so good. Your eyes are very strange.
He might know another way you can save a few dollars. Hey!
I saw it on your face as soon as you're just like...
No, but your eyes, they're purple and green? I've never seen eyes like that before.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're common or not. Maybe it's an abnormality.
Oh, maybe. Turn around. And he gets out like a suit jacket to go with it that matches the pants and he puts it on you. He turns you around. He's like, okay. And one moment. And he leaves the room and he comes back with like a nice watch, but it's clearly like fake. And he puts it on your wrist and he's like, nobody will know that it is fake except for you and me. I think this looks dashing. Come, woman, you, the friend of his, come.
The friend of his. My name is Zamira. You can call me Zem.
All right, my name's Nasir.
Nasir?
Yes.
God damn it.
I like that name.
Thank you. What do you think? So without the jacket and the tie, little less fancy, still, gives off an air of prestige, and then you put the tie and the jacket on, and now you're fit to meet with the second of the king.
Looks fantastic. I've never seen you look so dashing.
Perfect. You will comb your hair, though, correct?
Right. He's going to pull his hair into a bun.
All right. Perfect. And shave. There's just like the faintest hint of scruff, and you're like, "What? Leave me! I was just in jail." Like,
I just got out of jail. Oh God.
And so Nasir says, "Go ahead, change back into your clothes." Now, you, my dear, are you more of pants or dress? What are you feeling?
I don't have a preference. I just want something to look fierce.
Okay, so dark colors?
We got a discount on mine, and you're going to suck it all up.
Yes.
That was why you won.
Perfect. Okay, are you looking for something long? Are you looking for something shorter? How much leg do you want to show?
Starts just walking around the store.
What about like a long dress with a high slit?
Oh dear, you are reading my mind. Sleeves or no sleeves?
I'll leave that to you.
Okay, and how much boob are we showing?
I mean, it should really be one or the other, right? You shouldn't do both.
Both is a little slutty.
I want to make an impression without making it look easy.
Okay, I think I know what we're going for. And he leaves, walks away. He comes back with a black dress that has sleeves that go the whole way down the wrist, and its long goes to the floor and has a slit that comes up just above the knee on the one side, and the neckline comes in but shows the slightest bit of cleavage but not too much. And he pairs that with this necklace that kind of like follows the same neckline but has like almost like teardrop shaped crystals that hang down from it. And he says, these are just crystals, they're not diamonds, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fair.
But I think this dress would look gorgeous on you.
I agree.
Okay, go try it on.
Easy.
puts you in the dressing room. You're putting it on. This material is one of the softest materials you've ever had touch your skin. It feels almost like really soft cotton.
Okay.
And it has this stretch to it that seems to like fit your body perfectly.
Is it like a full skirt or is it just a long skirt?
It's a long skirt.
Okay.
Very form-fitting.
Okay.
And you would notice that most of the people here in this city, nobody's wearing like baggy clothes. Most of the clothes here are fairly fitted.
Okay.
And when you come out, he's like, "You look divine, darling. Honestly." And I think this, coupled with the necklace, really sort of it gives that air of prestige, but it's also, you're not trying to upshow the second because you don't want to do that. Honestly, Rena Alharan is a wonderful woman, but you don't want to get on her bad side.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, she didn't seem nasty, but, royalty.
Yes. I think you should wear this to her dinner. And for tonight, he walks away and he comes back shortly thereafter and he's like, "I'm thinking of like a pant look. I think that, that would give you two different options. Sometimes you can wear pants, sometimes you can wear a long dress. What about this?" And he pulls out these like they're like capri cut pants though, with like little slits in the sides. And they're like a tan color with like a nice little belt. And he's like, "If you pair these, you can get any blouse in the store to go with it. And it would just be something nice and casual you could wear at any given time."
Okay. What about like an emerald green color? Do you have like an emerald green colored top?
"Oh dear, we have everything." And he takes you around the store and describe to me what you would like the top to look like.
So the capri pants that I have on now are more like modest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the top won't be. So the top is probably going to be like, I don't know how to explain this, like a more fancy or formal, like a more formal peasant top where it's sort of like billowy, but like has a lower neckline.
Okay.
And so like the sleeves are billowy is what I'm trying to say. And they're hold on a second. Now I'm picturing 3/4 sleeves and now I just look outgrown in this outfit. Hold on one second because like that seems off.
Sarah's just in the store being like, maybe I should have just worn the dress.
What's the climate like?
Perfect 70-degree weather. Blue skies. It's been the same the whole time you've been here.
Okay, so then it's going to be one of those off the shoulder, so like a straight line across, so it's not going to like show off the girls at all.
Okay.
But it's just going to be straight across off the shoulder, like that ruched fitted like stretchy material across the top, and then the like a flowy but just to like the hem of the pants.
Okay.
I don't know how else to describe that. But like a peasant-y top, but like a well-made one.
All right. He's like, "That's perfect. And since you're wearing the top with this and the pants, why don't we get you a nice set of earrings to go with this?"
Okay.
Okay. And he takes you over to the case and he's looking through and he's like, "Are you more of a gold or more of a silver type person?"
I think we said that she's more of an autumn than a spring. So probably gold.
Okay. And he's like, "I think these would look really beautiful on you." And he pulls out these earrings and they dangle. And there's like these fine gold chains. And at the end of each one of the chains, there's like a little star. And he says something about these just fits for you. These are actually gold. They're kind of expensive. Don't tell anybody I gave them to you. And he's going to hand them to you.
Thank you.
Of course. All right. 50 gold. As we
50
agreed.
gold.
Perfect. He pockets it and he says, "Please come back, but only when you have more money."
Yes.
And he sends you on your way with your nice fancy clothing. Eventually, Callan picks you back up and he says, "I'm going to take you to a nice place to eat." Wait, which clothes you're wearing? Are you wearing your clothes out or are you wearing the clothes you just bought out?
I'm wearing the clothes I just bought out, the Capri set.
I guess the set we just got.
All
Not the
right.
fancy one.
All right. He takes you both to a nice little bistro. It has some like outdoor seating. There's also some tables inside. And he says, this is one of the best restaurants in the city and it's not too expensive. I figured that's probably what you're looking for, considering you're outsiders and probably don't have a ton of coin to spend.
Not anymore.
I understand.
I've been insulted all day. Both my pride and my style.
But you go in this.
What style?
Exactly that.
You head in. They have a full menu of all different kinds of things. They have a lot of vegetarian options, a lot of fish options. You find something to eat. You chat. Is there anything that you guys want to talk about over dinner when you're finally alone?
Yeah, I mean, like I don't think it's wise to mention certain connections. I mean, if the time comes, but for now, I think we need to let that. Like, I'm all for telling her,
I'm not mentioning.
yeah, certain.
Yeah. That one stays pretty close to the best.
Mm-hmm.
And to be clear for everybody listening, they're not going to talk about any of their interactions with deities.
Correct. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid being overheard, but yeah.
All right.
I'm also not mentioning Rafe.
Yeah, I mean, one connection to crime is enough.
They'll never suspect you.
They'll never suspect too. Okay, you pass a nice dinner. The food is absolutely delicious.
Spoiler. He's one of their spies.
The whole meal only costs a gold piece. Eventually, the trolley comes, picks you both up, takes you to the Sugar Rush. When you walk in this store, it looks like a candy store with the giant plastic tubes just filled with like different colored chocolatey treats and gummy gelatin based candies, and there's like a keg on the wall, and you're like, do they serve alcohol here? And then you see like a small child, like a 5-year-old, run over to it and like open the tap, and this like fizzy bright green liquid comes out, and the kid's chugging it, and Char, you hear the kid's mom scream over at them in Elvish, you're gonna spoil your dinner, that's pure sugar.
They drink orcish whiskey here.
For fun.
But are you guys buying a whole bunch of candy too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark down a silver piece from each of your stuff, and you can buy just like a giant bag full of loose candy.
I do like. Can some of that include chocolate?
Yeah, 100%.
2 silver pieces.
Chocolate, gummy candies. Are you guys trying whatever's in the keg?
Like, I want to see what is. Yeah, 100%. I want to see though what is like unique to here, because like we have a candy shop back home. I'm assuming it is put to massive shame here, but like,
Yeah. So the candy shop that you're used to at home is more of like the like handmade confections, right? So a lot more like cakes and some little chocolates and some candies, like hand pulled taffy, old timey candies. The candy here looks like mass produced candy. M&Ms, gum,
Skittles.
Skittles,
yeah.
things like that. And when you walk over to the keg thing on the wall, you see a little sign in Elvish that says flavor of the day, lemon lime.
Char is just so confused.
Where do we get a cup? Where do we get a cup?
There's like one of the like when you go to a gas station, they have those like cups that you pull out of the wall. Yeah, it's one of those.
Lemon lime. He hands you a cup.
Okay. When you pull the tap, you notice it foams like a beer as it's going into the cup, but it's cold. It feels cold in your hand.
So weird.
And you take a quick drink of it, and it's like way fizzier than any beer you've ever been served, and it's cold, and it's really sweet. Zamira, this is delicious.
This is amazing. I can feel my teeth rotting. I don't care.
Yeah, sure. It's pretty good. Pretty delicious. Tastes like Nope, can't say that. That's a-
I can bleep it out.
But eventually, like 2 children coming out of a candy store in a sugar rush, you meet back up with Callan.
Shark just kicks open the door.
Oh my God!
And Callan is laughing. He takes you back to your hotel. You go in, give your names. The rooms are already available to you. Are you staying in one room or separate rooms
Are they
tonight?
connected rooms?
They're next door.
I think it might be nice to have separate rooms.
Okay.
All right. So, Shar, anything you want to do before bed?
Yeah, inspect everything about the room, like under the bed, in the closet.
Roll me an
Behind the
investigation
TV.
check
Natural 20 plus 3 on the guidance.
for 23 total, right? Yeah.
You are correct.
Shar, you don't notice anything here. No trapdoors, no like jimmied open windows, nothing like that. What you do notice is that you get the feeling that somebody else has already been in here to do a sweep. That's the feeling you get. Like everything's like too clean.
Too clean.
Like, but the feeling you get is that the guards have already been through here.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, you get ready for bed. Zem, anything you'd like to do before bed?
I'm going to very nicely hang up my gorgeous new dress.
Okay.
And then I'm going to set out my candies.
Okay.
And I'm not unpacking per se, but I'm going to get a little bit comfortable here. And then I'm going to send a message to Rafe.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
I'm not, but continue.
Met new ally Rena. Why am I being an idiot right now?
That's right,
Rena. All right. Met new ally Rena. Having dinner tomorrow. Have you met Captain Turiel? He's very chivalrous. Stayed the night and brought me breakfast in the morning.
In a jail cell.
Is that what you're ending with?
Oh, that's 25 words.
Meanwhile, Rafe has like been on a horse, like speeding towards risking life and limb. Why is it that you can't wait 5 minutes?
It's not my fault. He only gave me the ability to do it once a day. And he has the ability to send another one that I can respond to. Just saying.
I just picture after you get the sending spell, one night you guys are going to get attacked in the middle of the night, wake up. And you're just going to be like throwing cantrips. And Char's going to be like, when you went to bed, you had spell slots. What happened? Zem, the message takes so long to get to you this time that you're not even sure he's going to respond. And you're a little sad about that. And then eventually you do get a message. And he says, well, it's nice to know you found someone to spend your time with and that you are well. Good luck with your dinner. Keep me updated.
Ooh, I hurt his feelings.
Really?
I didn't know he had any. I'm going to feel, or I do feel, equal parts regret and satisfaction. I never claimed this was going to be a healthy relationship.
Huh. You know what? That's fair.
All right. So, anything else either of you want to do before bed?
What time was that?
I don't know, evening time, maybe 8 p.m.
Are you staying up until midnight to send another fucking message?
Maybe.
God. I could leave you two alone.
No, do it. Please do it.
I'm pretty sure I am. That's why I asked. Yeah.
All right. So you can hear Char snoring through the wall next to you.
Oh man, but I need a minute. I was unprepared until right now. Okay. I'm going to read this, and then we're going to need to take stock to see if I need to reread this with different words.
Oh no.
And you will. It's not bad in that way.
In what way?
Okay.
In a storyline way. So
I'm a goddamn
So,
angel. Merry
let's-
Christmas.
Let's set the scene. Zem, you get that message back from Rafe, and you're equal parts like you like that you did it, And then also you feel just like a little bad. And you try to go to sleep and you can't. So you stay up and you're journaling and you're working in your spell book. And eventually the time ticks over to midnight.
And I'm so annoyed that I'm this bothered by it that I have to send another message. So I say, it's not fun when you don't play too, but don't worry. I was in a jail cell. Pretty sure breakfast was mandatory. Love, your angel. So, like, the love your angels, the part that, like, I mean, you guys know what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Is it too much?
I don't think it's too much. I think it's interesting, and it's going to be something interesting for him to reply to.
I think I would be uncomfortable either way, so you're good.
Zem, you get a response. Angel, huh? Someone thinks pretty highly of herself. Don't worry, dear. It would take more to upset me. I don't play games. See you soon.
Huh.
Zem, your heart's beating like pretty fast when you hear that, especially the end, and you're thinking. You hear Shar snoring next door. And you hear footsteps in the hallway. And you hear the door handle to Shar's room turning. And the door just clicks open.
To Shar's room?
You imagine it's his because it's certainly not yours. Your door's still shut.
Are there other rooms, like, nearby?
So on this hallway, there are 4 rooms. Your rooms are on one side of the hall. There are 2 on the opposite side. And this definitely sounds like the door to Shar's room opening. And that's where we're going to end this episode. It's interesting that you decided to stay up late because otherwise you probably wouldn't have heard this.
Slay the Stars. SlayTheStars.com. @SlayTheStars. Patreon.com/SlayTheStars. Persomnia ad astra.
Our theme music was created by the incredibly talented Isaac Vyers. Our character art, found on SlayTheStars.com, was created by the wonderful Cam Gonzalez. Slay the Stars is made possible by the audio engineering wizardry of Arthur Polino, graphic artistry of Jen Kearney, and the production wisdom of me, Leah Hemrick. Thanks for listening, and as always, Persomnia ad astra.